Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News for Friday, July 24. I am Carrie Simpson. Here's what we have in the bulletin. St. Elizabeth communities continue to be impacted by smoke emanating from the Myersville dump. St. Mary councillor raises concerns about unchlorinated spring for the past 2 years. And later in sports, Reggae Boys group announced for upcoming CONCACAF Nations League. Thank you for joining us. Now the details. The St. Anne Police Traffic Department is investigating a fatal motor vehicle crash that claimed the life of a tourism worker in Runaway Bay early this morning. The deceased has been identified as 31-year-old Lenward Fisher of Bellair in Runaway Bay. Now, police say at about 2:30 a.m., Fisher was driving a 1997 Honda Civic westbound along the main road, that's the Runaway Bay main road, with 2 passengers when he reportedly lost control of the vehicle. The car overturned, crashed into a fence and came to a stop against the utility pole. Fisher sustained severe head injuries and was pronounced dead at hospital. Now, the 2 passengers suffered minor injuries. St. Anne businessman Philpott Mitchell says speeding was a major factor and cautioned motorists to drive carefully in these zones.
This driver was partying either somewhere else and take it in the car, so he lost control. I would ask the drivers to just yield, especially when you're coming into a built-up community like CLM. That recently we have 2 new gas stations, KFC, so look out for the other drivers.
Investigations into the crash are ongoing. News just coming in, a 3-person crew to stop a road safety pileup is the reality of the National Road Safety Council as it grapples with resources to break bad driving habits and promote public education on a problem that is the second leading cause of death in Jamaica.
High of good intentions but low in fuel, the National Road Safety Council is seemingly running on E.
We have very little staff, we have responsibility. We can't authentically carry out our responsibility unless we are better equipped.
The NRSC is responsible for creating awareness about public road safety. Dr. Lucian Jones is the vice president. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is the chair. But the council lacks capacity. The lobby group has only 3 permanent staff members to arrest the second leading cause of violent deaths in the country: an executive director, a programs director, and an administrative assistant.
There needs to be the operation of an effective lead agency, adequately resourced, human resources, financial resources. I was shocked to hear Dr. Jones that Suriname has 15 persons in their National Road Safety Council, and they were established after we were.
TVJ News understands that the NRSC's office at 145 Maxfield Avenue in St. Andrew was abandoned last year following severe structural issues at the facility. The building, also home to the Island Traffic Authority and the Road Safety Unit in the Ministry of Transport. The ITA is the only agency currently occupying the space. The NRSC's staff have been working remotely. TVJ News asked Transport Minister Darrell Vance about the skeletal staff. However, he was unable to provide a response at the time. He said government plans to roll out a road safety public education campaign soon.
We do have a public education campaign that we're launching. It's going through the processes for procurement, and that will be a national road safety education and public relation campaign.
The United Nations General Assembly says by 2030, every country should reduce road traffic deaths and injuries by at least 50%. Ms. Fletcher worries that Jamaica could get left behind.
4 more years to go for us to go to 217 fatalities. Not that we would want 1, but just crunching the numbers as we have to do.
As at Wednesday, July 22, 179 people have been killed in road crashes. It's why the NRSC says it wants more resources to do its job. Over the last few years, the allocation to the council has been steadily increasing. Between fiscal years 2023-2024 and 2026-2027, the budget has gone from $24.2 million to $33.8 million. A planning committee scheduled for August is expected to steer policies that will increase the operational capacity, among other things, within the council.
We are hoping that we can kill two birds with one stone, in the sense that we can have a budget meeting. At the same time, based on the budget and based on the activities, we can appeal successfully and authentically for more staff to carry out the functions that the budget exercise is going to determine.
Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
A St. Mary councillor is raising concerns about the safety of residents who depend on a community spring for water, alleging that the source has not been chlorinated for the past 2 years. Councillor for the Caron Hall Division, Doreen Hutchinson, says poor road conditions have prevented access to the spring, and she is calling for urgent action.
The district, Bellair, there is a water source from the parish council, one that the parish council is responsible for. For the past 2 years, the chlorination of this spring has stopped by the parish council. When I asked why, I was told that the officers cannot reach to the spring because of the road condition. Over the years, I am doing patching on these roads because, of course, parish councillors do not get funding to do a major road project. I asked for an estimate to be done to see what can happen to the road so we can make it drivable.
The councillor says an assessment of the roadway produced an estimated repair cost of $60 million. However, she believes it's unrealistic for the small rural road.
Tell the residents anything that the parish council closed the water source. Further, it does not tell them that the water is no longer being chlorinated because the officer that do the chlorination still visit the source from time to time. I am totally in a disagreement with this, and I feel like my division is being sabotaged. These residents need potable water.